The Barcelona first-team doctor, Caris Garcia, died 2 days ago. How did he die? No, there is no such clear, straight-cut media reports in this regard. He died a sudden death at the age of 53. Caris Garcia joined Barca in 2017, and he gradually promoted himself by his expertise, dedication to the team, and became a cynosure, rather we can say, and the first team doctor of Barcelona FC. He was quite popular among his colleagues, teammates, well-wishers, Keith and Keane. He died leaving behind 2 kids and a loving wife. How do you know so far? Just before the game started, the match started, the Spanish League, the Barcelona declared that the match would be postponed. They didn't want to play the match. They didn't want to continue. Why? The first team doctor, Garcia, Caris Garcia, died. Why did he die? How did he die? No, we don't have that clear and straight answer in this regard too. But some portals here and there, less known portals, mention the medical reasons. What sort of medical reason? Cardiac arrest. He died in his hotel due to cardiac arrest. Was he suffering from heart issues or cardiac issues? No, we don't have that kind of report either. He was a hale and hearty man. He was a medic. He was athletic. Match has been postponed. Yes. In these cases, this is natural. There is sorrow, there is grief, condolences galore. The players are in shock. Relatives are heartbroken. A pathetic incident indeed. Match has been postponed. Okay. A later date would be selected for the match. The postponement happens. Maybe for minutes, for hours, for days, or at most a week. This is quite natural. But is anybody asking question? Yes, I mean question. We are now living in the world, digital world. We are in the world of science and technology. We are climbing the ladder of civilization. We should ask questions, shouldn't we? But where is the question? What should be the question in this hour? Why did he die? How did he die? Despite being a fit man, not known issues, the reports say that he said no to nobody. He was so caring, so loving, so responsible that he listened to everybody. In fact, he was like the beck and call of everybody. That's why he was so popular. But the question comes, he said yes to everything and everybody. Does this mean he said yes to corona vaccine too? Do you remember Djokovic? He said no to corona vaccine. We are all aware of that. He fought hard against this draconian protocol. He was forced out of many tournaments. He fell down the ladder of success. He was ready to accept calmly, to accept the decisions of the authorities who wanted to pursue him to get vaccinated. But he didn't. Why did he refuse? Was it a wrong decision? Not at all. If we look at the present scenario, whatever happening around us, not only us, all over the world, in the dance floors, in the alleys, in the gymnasiums, everywhere, the schools, colleges, restaurants, everywhere, we watch the people falling dead suddenly without any kind of hint. Hale and hearty people, fit and fine, fit as fiddles, they are falling down. Why are they falling down? Here are the questions. Ask questions. I am asking questions. I'm sure we are asking questions. Many of us are asking questions. Was he vaccinated? Was he jabbed? In India, it was Covishield. Now, off the shelf. In Europe and America, is a Pfizer product or a Moderna product. Here in India, is vector viral vaccine. In Europe, America, messenger RNA vaccine. Whatever they are, they have the same phenomena. What's that? Spike protein. Yes, the recipients are injected with spike protein of so-called deadly, life-threatening, lethal coronavirus. And then what happened? What happened after that? The representative scientists, the researchers, funded by the pharma lobby, pharmaceutical companies, they piped all the time that safe is safe, completely safe. The spike protein would be simply limited to the muscle, shoulder muscle. They won't travel here and there. No question of worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Take it lying down. People simply took it lying down without asking any question. And now we see the result. Oh dear, Barcelona medic, first team medic, did you get jabbed? Any relative, kith and kin of this medic listening to me? I think no possibility. But still if it happens, if some of you can reach this question to the kith and kin of the deceased, if they are able to answer these questions. Suppose And we know and we anticipate the reality. Most of the cases, even the Djokovic, the superstar of tennis, if he was forced and he had to obey the team protocol, the New World Order protocol, he was said, you have to obey, you have to be jabbed. If Djokovic was not spared, he had to pay a heavy price for refusing it. What happened to Garcia, Marcus Garcia? Shouldn't you come to conclusion that he had to obey the protocol too? He didn't refuse. He had no other option. The question now comes, was he jabbed willingly without asking questions, just lying down calmly with a smiling face that many of us did and now paying the price? Or he didn't want to get it. He had to do it. He had to be jabbed reluctantly, unwillingly, due to heavy pressure, mounting pressure on him? We don't know. Whatever it was, the result is in front of us. We can see it's before us. It's a pity. It's a pity when we know, when we remember that during pandemic period, during that period of lockdown, when well-orchestrated panic was spreading by the funded media, mainstream media all over the world, some European countries and even the United States of America, many people hit the road protesting against the lockdown, against the draconian measures, unscientific measures in the name of science. They called it scientism. Spain was no exception. Germany, France, Portugal, and many other European countries, many people, thousands of people hit the road protesting against the lockdown and the pharmaceutical company's conspiracy. They were vocal against Bill Gates and his company. Dear medic, were you aware of these developments? Did you listen to them? The alternative voice, what the mainstream media stamped as conspiracy theorists. Were you aware of these people in your continent, in your country? Did you listen to Bayram Battle when he clearly said that the spike proteins injected into our muscle, shoulder muscle, won't be limited to they will spread all over the body. Yes. Even some months ago, a Japanese research was published. We discussed that. Many Japanese doctors and scientists, researchers hit the road protesting against this mRNA thing, the jab. Why did they protest? They protested simply because they have come to the conclusion after thorough research the spike proteins are replicating. They haven't stopped replicating. They are simply replicating, multiplying, and they're reaching all the vital organs of our body. Kidney, liver, brain, heart. They are moving. They are creeping in our bloodstream. Dear medic, Did you take it willingly or you were forced? If you were forced, if you had to obey the protocol, why are your kith and kin, your well-wishers, your friends, your relatives silent? Aren't you aware that European Court of Justice in the recent verdict has clearly said that the health professionals are responsible, are to be blamed for this kind of forced vaccination without any prescription? Are they aware? I mean, your relatives, your kith and kin, your well-wishers, they are simply expressing their condolences, expressing their griefs, posting in the social media, drawing thousands of likes and comments. Were you born for this? I hope not. Maybe you are aware of the consequences. After being jabbed, I'm sure you are well aware of the research is coming up here and there all over the world in different journals, portals, medical journals. And then you are counting your hours when your turn would come up. You are aware, maybe, what is going to transpire, what is going to happen to your life. May or may not. May or may not. You are simply vacillating like a pendulum. To be or not to be, that is the question. What a pity. We were proud of the European people because they hit the road, they hit the street in large numbers during pandemic. Yes, we call it pandemic. We don't call it pandemic. That here you lie in a hotel, lonely. Nobody is protesting. Nobody is asking questions. In Europe, in Spain, you are reputed, rather now you were a reputed medic, a popular medic, first team medic. Alas. Alas. Now, if your relatives, your kith and kin, your well-wishers, your teammates come to realize, and if they ask questions, it's good. Not only for your family, not only for your well-wishers, your friends, but also for the world, for the society. Because it's time to ask questions. It's a high time to ask questions. It's not time to take everything lying down like sheep. We are not sheep. We are human beings. We are human beings. Come on. We are human beings. We are thinking organism. Mr. Caris Garcia, did you ever have time to watch the great sculptor, the thinker, Michelangelo, masterpiece? Yes, we are that thinker. We think. We love to think. We want to think. We want to spread thinking all over the world. Not only in India, all over the world. We love to spread thinking because we are thinkers. Because only thinking can save us. In the coming time, the New World Order is running supreme now. It will reach its pinnacle in coming 5 to 10 years. A lot of things to be seen. A lot of things to be done. Yes, nowadays, only thinking can save us. Asking questions can save us. Do you want that we suffer the same fate what you did? Do you want your children, your well-wishers suffer the same fate what you did? No, I am sure you don't. Your soul may be resting in heaven now, watching from there and thinking the reverse. What might have been, then what it is. What might have been, then what it is. Yes, we dream of an alternative world where human beings can think. No media, no pharmaceutical companies, no power, no masters can wash our brain. We can kick off the brainwash system and try to go back to the lap of Mother Nature. Health issues. Is my body, is my health. Who are you to decide my welfare? Are you really interested in my welfare? Pharmaceutical companies. Even the European Court of Justice didn't blame the vaccine makers directly. They put the blame on the healthcare professionals, the nurses, the doctors, the vaccine makers. No. The Court of Justice is silent. It's a pity that such an European court can say that they have every right to market their product, and doctors should exercise their brain, use their brain to say yes or no, to prescribe or not to prescribe. Dear medic, tell me frankly, tell us frankly, were you given that option? Did you have the choice to say no or yes? No. We know the answer. We know the answer. It's not written, but it was forced orally, indirectly. There was a force on everybody, in every citizen, every doctor, every nurse, every bureaucrat, every portfolio holder, barring the top level, the billionaires. The likes of Bill Gates, they were spared. Why were they spared? Because they are the makers. They are everything. They are the masters. Masters can force the slaves. The slaves can't force the masters. Even a child is aware of that. So, look at the picture now. Can you name a billionaire suffering heart attack, dying due to cardiac arrest or brain stroke? A billionaire, any billionaire all over the world, or a top level in a field, in particular field, anybody? No. You are simply a first-team doctor. You are doing a job. And when you are doing a job, you have to be ready for the jab. And there was simply a slogan, unwritten slogan during that time: no jab, no job. No jab, no job. We are all aware of that. So, media made you celebrity, not the top one, but an acceptable one, an acceptable celebrity, the first team medic of Barcelona, IFC. But in reality, you are a slave. You are a servant, no better than a commoner walking in the street with a broken umbrella. To the masters, we are all slaves. Maybe you are the first team doctor. Maybe he is a grocer. Maybe he is a carpenter. Maybe he is a doctor. Maybe she is a nurse. All are slaves, servants, looking for jobs and employments, looking for favor of the masters. That's why, to keep your job, the masters ordered you to be jabbed. It's time to raise questions. It's time to ask questions. Dear medic, rest in peace. Give us best wishes so that we may succeed. So that we may succeed. So that we may succeed.